Hello, this is Molly Reamer with 30 Days of Goddess in Bridget's Grove with this week's mini ritual using earth runes, the Story Goddess Oracle, a little assist from the Illustrated Herbiary by Maya Toll, and some assorted other cards. I am filming inside today because it has suddenly gotten abruptly cold again, and it was actually 25 degrees outside and was so cold that my fingers were numb, so I had to move it inside to the yoga mat. So our Earth Runes card of the week is the Guide, and this is a new oracle card system that I'm working on in conjunction with our Goddess Magic community on Patreon, and so members there get a new card every week, and we are exploring the building of that deck together. So the Guide is the rune of mentoring, guidance, nurturing, support, pathfinding, way showing. It's a rune of ancestors and leadership, protection, the protector, the teacher. So how are you being mentored? Do you feel like you need a mentor? Are you seeking guidance? Do you offer guidance to others? Do you show up in a teaching capacity, or I think all of us show up sometimes in a teaching capacity and sometimes in a student capacity. So the mentoring relationship, the guide relationship, is a relationship of both giving and receiving. We are the teacher and the guide and the mentor to some people, and we receive mentoring and wisdom and guidance from other people. So, and we can have guides that are not just other people. We can have, the landscape is the land is a powerful, powerful guide to me. Animals are powerful guides to me. My dreams can be powerful guides to me. The goddess can be a powerful guide to me. There's a lot of guidance available to us. I feel like sometimes we need to remember that, to source from the guidance within us and around us all the time. So lots to think about with the Guide. And then I have our card, our herb of the month. I've been choosing a card from the Illustrated Herbiary each month this year as a sort of support to go along with our overall 30 Days of Goddess theme. So our overall 30 Days of Goddess theme for this month is change, and then our goddess is Elen of the Ways. And so the card we got from the Illustrated Herbiary is the White Willow, the Ways of Water, which really has an overall message of flexibility and flow. And I was interested to see this one. I actually take White Willow somewhat often. It depends on the month, but I take White Willow for headaches, and so I have an affinity for it as an actual herbal medicine that is helpful to me. So anyway, White Willow, let's see what Maya has to say in her book about it. Most people think of willow as graceful and soft, a beautiful tree with weak wood. She's happy to let you have your delusions, but underground she sends her expansive roots questing for water, the element of emotion, which feeds her extraordinary flexibility. Willow loves to dunk her feet, sampling the flow of feelings, tasting anger and joy, sorrow and sass. Pliancy allows her to have great empathy without becoming overwhelmed by the emotions of others. So, how might you draw upon that energy of Willow and that flexibility and pliancy? So you have great empathy without becoming overwhelmed by the emotion of others. Instead, they flow. If you find yourself armoring up to handle high emotions, call on Willow to teach you the ways of water. So we can be pliable, we can be flexible, we can flow without becoming rigid and restricted. And so she actually suggests some ideas of working with water to help handle emotions. Perhaps fill a bowl with water and place it in a special spot, like outside in your garden or on a sunny windowsill. And when you encounter strong emotions, instead of holding on to them or stuffing them down, envision sending them to your bowl of water. At the end of the day, offer the water to the earth, asking that your spent feelings be composted to help something new to grow. Water softens and dilutes intense feelings and keeps them from overwhelming you. So I like that a lot. It also, and I liked the fact that it was a tree, because Elen is our sacred groves goddess, and so it was nice to see the tree show up. And she also says, if you find yourself getting yanked hither and yon by the pull of your feelings, call on Willow to remind you of the importance of letting emotions flow and then go. So that is an interesting companion to our month of change, because our emotions do come and go and ebb and flow and change, and they become stronger and they fade. And so let yourself consider how it feels to flow with those cycles of change instead of clinging on to anything in particular. And then our Elen card. And so I set these up as, this is part of our Goddess Guidance Club, and I set these up as a little ritual packet. And I have several, so some are set, one of the ones I have is set up to include our card of the month and our affirmation of the month. This one is set up with additional 30 Days of Goddess printables to make its own little ritual packet here. So the word on the back is continue. May we continue to prioritize the practices that nurture and sustain us, and may we continue to offer up our bold and wild prayers on this changing earth under a life-giving sun. And then the affirmation here is, I trust my own deep magic. And a prayer. May I be patient with my own wandering heart and wandering wishes. May I be open to receive, content to rest, and connected to the core of desire that both flickers and flares. Oh, I love that because there's a connection to the ebb and flow. The core of desire both flickers and flares. Sometimes our sense of purpose and connection and inspiration ebbs and flows too. Sometimes we feel powerfully in touch, powerfully connected, powerfully on purpose. And sometimes we feel disconnected, uncertain, and alone. And sometimes those things can happen all in the same day. It does not mean that something's wrong with you. That is part of being human. And Elen's poem, which I've read in the past video, so we'll just do it again quickly. Listen, I guide the ways, my mysteries chime in the night. Wait for the dream time and walk with me between trees and worlds. So pay close attention to the land around you as in this month of change, and pay careful attention to your dreams. What is happening in your dream time, and how can you carry the lessons of the dream time out into your life and living? 2 quick reminders from various resources. This is from a little daily practice affirmation deck. Daily practice is to make room for yourself in your own life. That's one of the taglines that I come back to, the heart of 30 Days of Goddess I come back to over and over again, is it's about making space for the sacred and for yourself in your very own life. Daily practice makes room for yourself in your own life. And it is a soft place to land, not a prescription, not a laundry list of things you have to do, but a soft place to land. And then a little quick reminder, these cards are available for free at 30daysofgoddess.com as well. Just scroll down a little bit to the resource library section, and they're there under Simple and Sacred Affirmation Card Set. I steep in my own magic. And yes, please allow yourself time to steep in your own magic. So closing today with my Omen Days card for March, and this is a practice and a reminder, an affirmation, a prayer, and a practice all in one reading. I grant myself time and space each day to sense the sacred, to recenter and align my spirit. I seek to bring this sense with me into the swirls and whirls of others, inhabiting this wholeness in all ways, keeping it simple and sacred all day, knowing the holy as permeating and possible in all aspects of my days. I fold my hands in prayer pose, kiss my fingertips, feel the breeze skim my face, inviting me to let go, to step into freshly available grace over and over again. So may you steep in your own magic. May you be flexible. May you listen to the landscape. May you ebb and flow and change and grow. Thanks so much, and may you be open to the guidance all around you, within you and around you, that which is given and that which is received. Thank you so much for being here. Keep living your magic. Bye-bye.